So in this video, I want to talk about 10 surprising signs he's secretly really obsessed with you. Have you ever been with a guy who seems like really into you? Like almost too much into you? At first, it feels super flattering. The constant attention, the compliments, the way he seems to hang on to every single word you say. But then sometimes it starts to feel a little bit off. There's a big difference between being deeply attracted to someone and being obsessed. So today I want to talk about 10 surprising signs that he's secretly obsessed with you. And while some of these signs might seem very sweet on the surface, when they cross certain lines, they really become quite unhealthy. Sign number one, he prioritizes you over absolutely everything else. At first glance, it might feel amazing to be someone's top priority, right? But when a man starts dropping everything and everyone just to be around you, it can be a sign of something deeper. And that's not really meant in a good way. A healthy relationship is built on balance. And if he's constantly canceling plans with friends, neglecting his work, or ignoring his responsibilities just to be with you, that's not romantic. That's a warning sign. It can feel like devotion, but what it really shows is a lack of boundaries and possibly even emotional dependency. You want a partner who integrates you into his life, not someone who erases his life just for you. Sign number two, he's highly curious about every aspect of your life. Sure, it's great when a man is genuinely interested in you, but if he's obsessed with knowing every little thing, where you are, who you're with, what you're doing every minute of the day, that's kind of a big red flag. Healthy curiosity feels light and respectful. Obsessive curiosity feels quite invasive, actually. If he's asking overly personal questions early on, or he wants to know things that feel too intimate too soon, that's his anxiety and need for control that's creeping in. A man who respects you will always respect your privacy too.
Ladies, stop chasing men. Even when he pulls back or loses interest, or you feel like he's slipping away from you, what you do in that moment can make all the difference between him feeling like you're just like all the other women he's ever met, or it can make him realize and feel you're so unique and special, and exactly the type of woman he wants something real with. Something he wants to build with, causing him to chase you, to invest in you, and prove to you that he is the right man for you. You know, there's this 12-word text message that you can send to a man that gets his attention almost immediately and makes him realize that it was a mistake to pull away from you in the first place. If you want to find out what that 12-word text message is, then I highly recommend you check out this brand new video that I created for you. I linked it in the description below. Just click the link, and now let's go back to the video.
Sign number three, he mirrors your behaviors and speech. Now, this can be really subtle. When people like each other, it's normal to mirror body language or pick up certain phrases. But when a man starts mirroring everything you do or say, it can be a subconscious attempt to deepen your connection in an unnatural way. Does he suddenly have the same hobbies as you? Is he dressing like your style? Using your exact phrases? A little bit of mirroring is quite natural, obviously, but too much? It feels like he's trying to become you. And you don't want to date yourself, right? So genuine connection comes from being yourself, not copying someone else. Sign number four, he gets really jealous over very minor interactions. You know, jealousy in small doses can be normal, can be quite sweet even, but when he gets upset over harmless conversations or feels threatened by every guy you talk to, that's not love, that's really insecurity. If he's constantly asking, who was that guy you liked on Instagram? Or getting tense when you mention a male coworker, it's his attachment anxiety showing up. Healthy men trust their partners in their connections. Obsessed men, though, see every interaction as some sort of a competition. Sign number five, he finds excuses to be around you constantly. It's normal to spend time with someone you really like and love. But if he's always finding random reasons to pop by where you're at or invites himself to your plans, that's a problem. Does he conveniently show up at places he knows you'll be? Does he insist on being part of things you haven't invited him to? That's not coincidence. That's very calculated, actually. Healthy relationships need space. Obsession really suffocates. Sign number six, he floods you with compliments and attention. Like the so-called love bombing, right? Let's talk about this. This is when a man overwhelms you with compliments, affection, and grand gestures way too soon. It feels amazing at first, sure, but it's designed to pull you in so fast. He might say things like, I've never felt this way before, or you're the only person who really understands me. And it's only been a few weeks. How can he really know you so well, so fast? Real love is built over time. Obsession tries to rush the process like crazy fast. So if he's coming on too strong, too soon, trust your gut and really take it a little bit slower. Sign number 7, he remembers very small details you barely mentioned. It's sweet when a man remembers things you've told him, but when he remembers every tiny detail, even things you casually mentioned once, it can be a little bit unsettling, like he's interrogating you. Did you tell him about this random story from childhood and he brings it up months later? Or maybe you mentioned a coworker once and now he knows his name. That level of hyperfocus can be a sign that he's fixated on you in some sort of an unhealthy way. There's a difference between attentiveness and obsession. Okay, let's come to sign number 8. He stalks your social media intensively. Let's be honest. We all do a little bit of social media stalking here and there. But if he's liking photos from years ago, watching every story, and bringing up things you posted in the past, that's really a red flag. Is he getting upset over who you follow, or even asking you why you posted something? Social media should be fun, not a surveillance tool. If he's monitoring your online life, that's a sign of control and not care. Let's come to sign number 9. He's overly involved in your decisions. A man who's obsessed will want to have a say in everything you do. What you wear, who you hang out with, even who you spend your free time with. At first, it might come off as someone who is being very protective and caring. But is it really? Or is it more about controlling? A man who respects you will support you and your choices, not try to manage them. His opinion is valuable, for sure, but it shouldn't dictate your life. Okay, now let's come to sign number 10. He's very quick to get upset when you're busy or a little bit distant. Obviously, life gets busy. You won't always be available, and that's okay. But if he gets angry, upset, or distant when you don't immediately respond or when you need time for yourself, that's a sign of emotional dependence. Healthy men understand that space is part of a balanced relationship. Obsessive men see space as a threat. If he's making you feel guilty for having a life outside of him, that's a huge red flag. You should never feel like you're walking around on eggshells for needing space. You should just be able to say it, take it, and it's not a problem. So yeah, there you have it. 10 surprising signs that he's secretly obsessed with you, and I don't mean this in a good way. Prioritizes you over everything else. He's highly curious about every detail of your life. He mirrors your behaviors and speech. He gets jealous over minor interactions. He finds excuses to be around you constantly all the time. He floods you with compliments and attention, like the so-called love bombing. He remembers small details you barely mentioned. He stalks your social media intensively. He's overly involved in your decisions, and he's very quickly to get upset when you're busy or distant. I think those were the 10, if I remember correctly. So yeah, here's the thing. Some of these behaviors might seem very sweet in the beginning, but when they become excessive or quite controlling, you have to understand this is not love. This is obsession. So pay attention to how you feel around him. Do you feel safe and respected? Do you feel like you have space? Or do you feel smothered and anxious? You deserve a relationship that's built on trust, balance, and genuine love, not control. Now tell me, have you noticed any of these signs before? I want you to drop it in the comments below. And I want to see how many of you maybe have a pattern of seeing the same issues with the same type of man, and how that actually translates into your relationship. And always remember, trust your guts, protect your peace, and make sure you always stay independent. And you're not dating or you're falling for a guy who's obsessed with you, because that's not healthy, even though it might feel good in the moment. But you want a guy who's genuinely in love with you, not obsessed.